How are you doing? Welcome to another Today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. It is May 17th. And here are all the dates that really rate. If I can get through this, I'm clearly having troubles. On this day, 1908, the second steeplechase park opened in Coney Island. Run by George Tiellieu. The first one was destroyed by fire. All the amusement parks in Coney Island, for some reason, not for some reason, but were all actually devoured by fire. This one I grew up hearing my grandfather tell me stories of. Grandpa Milton. They grew up in Brighton Beach, which is like right next to Coney Island. Basically, some of these amusement parks were in Brighton Beach. Luna Park was in Brighton Beach, I believe. This one, though, was in Coney Island proper. And there was the Insanitarium. That was like a mad fun house where little people armed with cattle prods would like push people through, like, you know, mirrors and whirling discs and a chair you'd sit in that was like made of spinning rollers, and then that would like collapse into the floor and like send you spinning into a whole other room. And there were like air, like compressed air in the floor that when women would step on it, it would like blow their skirts up over their gasp thighs. Not even, no knees, I think. Ankles, whatever. At least it's 1908, right? So we're talking, it's ankles. Yeah. All for their own embarrassment and for the audience who's sitting outside to be able to watch this. I mean, so my grandfather would tell me all these stories when I was a kid, and I just didn't believe him. And lo and behold, years later, I found out everything he said was true. So that'll teach me. Yeah. And the second steeplechase park, so it opened in 1908 and it didn't close until 1964, I think it was, something like that. It went on for is that right? I think it went on for a long time. I know that. Most of them didn't. Most of them were not up to code because there were no codes, and so were devoured by fire. This one was able to survive decades and decades, though. Most of what's in Coney Island today is only from I forget what the name of the park is now, but the park from the 60s is like the only thing that really still is like in existence. Everything else devoured by fire. Yeah. Yeah. What else? 1934, in this day, little Gerhard was born. A Swedish rock and roll singer who did a really great song called Rockin' Ghosts. Well, it's not a great song, but it's a noteworthy Halloween-esque song in the 50s in Europe. Who was doing this there then? Just little Gerhard. And the 45 sleeve is pretty good as like a, you know, picture. So, well done, little Gerhard. Bill Paxton, born this day, 1955. Love some Bill Paxton. It's a good day to rewatch Near Dark for the gajillionth time. The film Werewolf versus the Vampire Woman, premiered this day, 1971. Also a great picture. Paul Naschy, opposite a very striking and intimidating vampire woman. And the film Down by Law, premiered this day, 1986. Jim Jarmusch, Tom Waits, Roberto Benigni. It's a great movie. This is actually the film that swayed me into the world of Tom Waits, I must say. I know he can be very divisive for people, but this film in particular just encapsulates everything that I think connects with me. That's not totally true. I like some of his circus stuff later. Like Frank's Wild Years and Black Rider, I think. I know that's a little bit later, but it's still pretty good. Whatever. Anyway, Down by Law, great movie. I feel like I watched that tons in the 90s on the Film Channel when it was just on over and over and over again. So what's the point here? To revisit things that happened, that premiered today, and make it all about that today. Things that are important and bring you happiness, because that's all you can do, right? Is actively try to surround yourself with what makes you happy and define your world with whatever that is for you. For me, this is it. And maybe you feel the same to some degree or another for some of this stuff, right? Right. Okay, so until tomorrow. And don't forget, if you want one of those Grim Death Today's Decay shirts, I'm going to need to know about it before we end the sale. Right? So until tomorrow, goodbye.